Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you notice, in our previous videos we have been talking about LSSC, Lightning Shared Scooter Company, for a while, and the reason we are making this video is because I'm simply just trying to save you from a potential scam. Right now, when it comes to LSSC, we've outlined 4 questions that we've not really gotten any satisfactory response to, right? And see, if you must invest in LSSC, make sure you ask these questions and ensure that you are getting a satisfactory response with proof that you have the answers to these questions. So let me just remind some of you about these 4 questions we've been asking and we're not getting any satisfactory response. Number 1, there is no leadership transparency with LSSC, and I will elaborate what I mean by this. Number 2, MLM structure is that's MLM, multi-level marketing, is a huge part of the company, and what we are seeing now is that without this MLM structure, LSSC ceases to exist. That is number 2. Now, number 3 is the fact that the the app that you use to carry out your LSSC activities of scooter rentals is not available on the App Store or the Play Store. And that is a huge red flag. Now, we've been exposing scams for a while and we've seen this as a pattern. So we are drawing your attention to these things. Ask these questions. And number 4, crypto-only payments. Now, we all know that cryptocurrency is, largely untraceable. So if you are making payments with crypto, then it's as good as, you don't know the face behind who is collecting your money and so on, right? So these are the issues we are talking about, and honestly, from the videos we have seen your comments. We have seen both the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? Both the positive and negative comments. For example, this person says this is a definition of scam 101. It's not even a good scam. This is a comment supporting what we are saying. And someone else says, I appreciate your information, sir. I have been with LSSC for over 5 weeks now. I can't complain. Life is about taking risk, and that's what I am doing with LSSC. I have earned sufficient earnings to upgrade my registration. I have absolutely nothing to jeopardize. LSSC is one of my ultimate goals. That's what this person is saying. Another person says it's not a scam, right? That they've been a member and they've made money, right? Someone says they've gained what they have invested. Let's see. There are other comments here as well. This person says, what's your business? If it's not a scam, we can run it together. If you don't have something to do, just sit down and relax while we invest in, no problem. But the goal of these videos is actually to save people from a potential scam. And this person asked an important question: is Royal Shorts the CEO of LSSC? I saw it on Facebook. Please verify. So I will summarize the questions and the comments based on I will summarize the questions and comments into about 3 or 4 different categories, right? Of which I have not gone. There are so many comments, hundreds of comments on the videos we've done about LSSC, but I can't go through all of them. But the summary from what I see is that a lot of people say, some people, not a lot, some people say that they've made money from LSSC. Then there are people who claim that, for example, one of their promoters claim, I don't want to mention his name here, that LSSC is a private company and not required to provide the informations that we are asking them to provide. Then there is comments like there are what do you call it now? There are popular and notable people in the LSSC, meaning it's a legitimate business. And of course, those questions like this asking specifically if this name is the CEO of LSSC. So I will address the comments and I'll try to maybe provide an alternative with that's something you can do if you have extra money, if you have some spare cash to invest, something better than this in this video. So let's get to the first argument that we have against LSSC, and it's the fact that the leadership, there is no face behind the company. As a matter of fact, we have contacted LSSC support via their official telegram, which you can see here, and we're asking one specific question: please, who is the CEO and founder of LSSC? Even the support refused to tell us who the CEO and founder is. Now, we have also asked their biggest promoters, because you see the enthusiasm in the way they promote this company, and you would think they know everything about the company. So we've asked them, who is the founder and CEO? And up till this video today, not even one of them is able to mention the founder and CEO, because I mean, if you give a name, we'll do our research to see, right? The founder and CEO cannot just fall from heaven with absolutely no trace or no digital footprint and boom, LSSC. No, it doesn't happen like that. So that's the first thing. They are unable to tell us who the founder and CEO of this company is. Now, the second thing is that the multi-level marketing structure, like I mentioned earlier. So they have a multi-level marketing structure, and the way multi-level marketing works is that you have to invite users into the program, and it's looking as if LSSC depends on this MLM structure to survive, right? So again, you register with money, and then you register with your investment, and your investment is what is used to pay previous investors, right? And when new people join the program, the monies that the new people are bringing in as registration is what is being used to pay you. So you guys need to understand how Ponzi multi-level marketing schemes work, and which is what we are saying this thing looks like. Okay, so you need to understand how it works. Now, one of the questions we are also asking related to the MLM structure is that if LSSC claims to be making money from rentals, then they can easily publish the data, the log of scooter renters, and then when that log is published, do the maths and see the returns that LSSC is promising you. Look at the volume of rentals, if any, right? Look at the logs, and then that is if any, and compare it to the amount that LSSC has to pay out, and see if you do all this research and verify all this information, many of you would wake up to the realization of what we are telling you on this platform, that these promoters are hiding from you, right? So let's leave that one aside, the MLM structure. And inside the MLM structure is the fact that they don't even tell you when you get in. Of course, they just say it in passing, like it doesn't matter, like the company does not depend on you bringing new recruits. But when you get into the program, there's a penalty for not bringing recruits. That is what we are saying. There is a penalty for not bringing recruits, and they cannot just dismiss our claims like what some of the promoters are trying to do on the platform in a bid to present the company to you as a legitimate company. They just want to dismiss what we are saying, and what we are saying is very valid. There is a penalty for not bringing recruits. So if you don't bring new people, if you don't bring your family and friends into this program, you will be penalized and kicked out of the program. It's as simple as that. And they do not emphasize this enough when they're bringing you in. They don't tell you. So when you get in, you you are in that rush to start bringing people, and if you don't meet up, you are gone. All right, what is next? Cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is the only form of payment, and crypto is largely untraceable. You don't know who is behind the wallet that you are making that payment to. So you have to convert your dollar into crypto before you can make any transaction on the platform. This is a huge red flag, as we know, as we have seen with several Ponzi schemes that we have talked about on this platform. If you look at CBEX, largely it was crypto. If you look at ADK, crypto. If you look at Tofro crypto, WW crypto, right? So, and we have actually discussed all this on this platform. And what is the fourth one that we are emphasizing on? From our experience and exposure of other scam platforms, we have seen that these apps are not available on the Play Store or App Store. They always have to be manually downloaded. And we are asking the biggest promoters that, look, why all this? We have outlined 4 important valid questions to you guys, and you are not answering them. You don't even have any answer to them, right? Now, let's address some of the comments, the categories of the comments that we have been having. Number 1, those of you who claim you have made money from the platform, please go and ask CBEX. Go and ask CBEX victims. A lot of them made a lot of money from the platform. We are talking about a platform that lasted for at least more than a year, right? At least more than a year. We've even had platforms like MTFE. Please, guys, do your research on the things I tell you. MTFE lasted for more than 2 years, 2 years plus, paying victims. And at the end of the day, it was a $1 billion scam. The same with CBEX. So we have seen all these platforms that actually come in. They have MSB registration, which is one of the biggest selling point for LSSC. Oh, we have an MSB registration. No, even on the MSB website, it clearly states that an MSB registration is not proof of legitimacy. It's there on the MSB website, and then you have a company showing you MSB registration as a proof of legitimacy, and you don't know that that is a red flag. Okay, so again, those who say they've made money from this thing and all, look, Ponzi schemes will definitely pay you. In fact, the structure of Ponzi schemes is pay old investors with the registration money from new investors. That's how Ponzi scheme is structured. So the structure permits them to pay you, but at the end of the day, we are telling you, when these people are ready to strike, they will strike and they will hit hard. You need to be careful, guys. Now, let me address some of the promoters that are deceiving you that, oh, it's a private company. A private company is not obligated to share this information with you. Please, you all need to just step back and think. You are telling me that someone wears a mask and tells you, give me your money, I will invest it in this ABC. And then you'll be comfortable giving the person, the masked guy, your money? Really? Is that what you will want me to believe? Now we are telling you that, look, LSSC operates in obscurity. There is no face behind the company, right? No face. And then someone is telling you that they are not obligated. No, and I argue that they are obligated. So go and check, sex compliance laws, right? And you will see that even when some companies are exempted from certain things, there is an obligation for the companies to review the leadership of that company. Regulation D for SEC is right there. So you have to reveal to your investors. How can you be telling your investors that you as a company is not obligated to show to tell your investors who the leadership of the company is, who the CEO of the company is. You are telling me that they are not obligated, right? So, and again, for really, it's really simple. Now, if you go on the LSSC website, the company profile, this should be like the major place where you should find the who the CEO of the company or the founder of the company is. But no mention whatsoever is done on that page. Look at it. There is absolutely no mention, but they have several pictures of promoters and gullible investors littered on the company profile, but no single mention of who the CEO and the founder is, which should be really the most important information, right? So who is operating this faceless company? We don't know. Look at it. It's right here. LSSC sliding is what this title is. I don't even know what that means. Then there is LSSC. Again, in 2024, it was born. The aim is to serve the public 1 mile, blah, blah, blah. Again, so this is what we are saying, right? No mention. So for this person asking this question, is Royal Schultz the CEO of LSSC? Is that person, that name you are calling must be a fabricated name. You can drop the link of where you saw it, please. Idowu Semokpai, please. I hope I'm not pronouncing it wrong, but Idowu is what I can pronounce. Please drop the link of where you saw that Facebook post. I'm telling you, it's just a made-up name. There's nothing like this, right? Because these people know that we are pressing on and we have valid points. They're starting to come up with fake names here and there and so on, right? And the only reasonable comment I've seen from a promoter is the fact that it's a private company and they are not obligated to tell you these things. So it's a private company and they are not obligated to tell me who the founder and CEO is. They are not obligated to reveal leadership of company. What if something goes wrong? Who do I mention? Is it you that is a promoter? They are not obligated to tell me about the MLM structure, right? That a lot of the things that I see, for example, some comments make claim that, look, they are buying cars, they are renting big spaces and expensive suits and all for their meetings. And I'm telling these people that, look, it's your money, it's your registration fee that they're using to fund all these things. It's not actually profit from renting of scooters, because then you will be able to publish it. It's very easy to dismantle my argument. It is very easy. Just provide the evidence and the proof that yes, this is the founder and CEO, boom, and that dismisses that argument. Provide MLM structure. Where is it mentioned on your website? Any of the website, by the way, I've gone through all their websites. This is Lightshare, is one of the websites, one of their domain. This is LLSCZ, one of their domain. This is LSSCE, one of the domain. I've gone through everything. Just show me on one of your domains where the MLM structure is actually properly stated that, look, if you don't bring in people, this LSSC is strictly based on multi-level marketing and there is a penalty for not bringing new people. Show me on any of your platforms, any of your pamphlets or promotional materials that is on the website. Show me. No one can show you this, but when you get in, you see that I am telling you the fact of what is happening with this platform. Then, to disprove my claims, show me your app on the App Store or Play Store. That, oh, you don't know what you're saying. This is the app, and drop the Play Store or App Store link. Right? Simple. Or tell me that transactions are not based on crypto, which is largely untraceable. Tell me. But you see, these people cannot answer these valid questions. Rather, they come and the only thing I say, oh, we've made money from the platform. You make money from the platform does not, invalidates the claims that we're making here that it's a Ponzi scheme, because Ponzi schemes are designed to pay initial investors with old investors with the capital from new investors. That's how a Ponzi scheme is designed, and this is done to build trust. So they need to build trust before they strike, and the trust building phase is what we are seeing, just like other platforms that we have exposed here. Please, maybe some of you need to go and look at our old videos, especially CBEX, which was almost $1 billion scam. Go and look at our CBEX videos when we were sounding this warning, and a lot of people started insulting us in the comments. Some were already saying, do you know how much I've made from CBEX? Where are they today after CBEX went away with almost $1 billion? Where are those people today? Right? What about the people who innocently joined because they trusted the promoter? Probably the person inviting you is your family friend, your brother, your sister, and whatnot, and you trust that person blindly without carrying investigation, without asking these questions, and then you get into it. Look, the summary of this video is simple. If you must join this thing, make sure they give you answers to these questions, the 4 questions that we've asked. Number 1, who is the founder and the CEO? Number 2, why the MLM structure is not detailed on the website? They just tell you, bring this, you get this, bring this. But why is it that the penalty for not being able to recruit new members, why is it not stated on their platforms and their website, right? Number 3, why is it only crypto you can use on this platform? Number 4, why is your app not on the App Store? If you can answer this question, or if you can answer all 4 questions, then I give you a green check mark. You are good to go. But if you are unable to answer these questions, then it's a Ponzi scheme. As simple as that, right? See, what I want you watching this video to do for me is to share this video so that others can see it, because these people are holding live sessions almost every other day and getting more people into this platform, and we have to do something, right? We have to do something fast, and your duty watching this video is to share the video, please, to help us save others. The essence of making this video, honestly, is to save people from this scam, this potential scam, right? Is to help save people from it. Honestly, I'll stop here. If you have any contribution or your thoughts, feel free to drop them in the comments. I would be going over the comments. If you have questions, I will answer the questions. I hope you've gained value and learned something from this one, right? And I said in this video that I will tell you some other options, right? One of the options that you can invest your money in is actually stocks. Okay, so you can buy stocks, you can buy shares, company shares, right? Stocks investing and all these things, and there are apps that allow you to easily do all these things from the comfort of your home. So that's a better option. Yes, I've seen some comments saying everything is about risk. But you have to take calculated risk. Okay, you have to take calculated risk so that you at least know what you are getting into, not a company disguising as something that is risk-free, and it is the next thing that will make you a millionaire, and then you end up putting your money and you are disappointed. When you lose your money, you don't even know where to start. So calculated risk. So that's what I have for you in this video. Thank you for watching this one, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.